It's been about 6 years since Elon Musk unveiled Tesla's Master Plan Part 2 and almost 16 years since the unveiling of the original Master Plan. With Elon working on Part 3 of the plan, I figured what better time than now to take a look back at Parts 1 and 2. In this video, I'll go over Part 1 and Part 2 in a separate video, so be sure to click subscribe and tap the bell to be notified as soon as all the latest content drops. And with that, let's get into it. The year is 2006. Tesla Motors and board chairman Elon Musk have just unveiled the original Roadster, a sleek, high-performance, all-electric sports car with an even higher price tag. While there were those who referred to it as a glorified golf cart at the time, many others were aware of its potential. But this was, however, all a part of Tesla's secret master plan. Allow me to explain. August 2nd, 2006. The secret Tesla Motors master plan, just between you and me. Elon Musk, co-founder and CEO of Tesla Motors, August 2nd, 2006. Background: my day job is running a space transportation company called SpaceX, but on the side, I am the chairman of Tesla Motors and help formulate the business and product strategy with Martin and the rest of the team. I've also been Tesla Motors' primary funding source from when the company was just 3 people and a business plan. As you know, the initial product of Tesla Motors is a high-performance electric sports car called the Tesla Roadster. However, some readers may not be aware of the fact that our long-term plan is to build a wide range of models, including affordably priced family cars. As I've mentioned on this channel before, Elon is an absolute visionary, and seeing him speak to the long term within the company's first 3 to 4 years of existence, yet at the time to have an official product available, he's already looking far into the future. This is what makes Elon so unique. This is because the overarching purpose of Tesla Motors and the reason I am funding the company is to help expedite the move from a mine and burn hydrocarbon economy towards a solar electric economy, which I believe to be the primary but not exclusive sustainable solution. Again, very forward thinking. Pay attention to the terminology used here. Expedite the move towards a solar electric economy. Not just towards solar electric transportation, but an entire economy. Critical to making that happen is an electric car without compromises, which is why the Tesla Roadster is designed to beat a gasoline sports car like a Porsche or Ferrari in a head-to-head showdown. Then, over and above that fact, it has twice the energy efficiency of a Prius. Even so, some may question whether this actually does any good for the world. Are we really in need of another high-performance sports car? Will it actually make a difference to global carbon emissions? Well, the answers are no and not much. However, that misses the point unless you understand the secret master plan alluded to above, i.e. the long-term plan. Almost any new technology initially has a high unit cost before it can be optimized, and this is no less true for electric cars. This is a very important distinction. He's referring to the vehicle not as a car, but as a technology. Important to know the difference. The strategy of Tesla is to enter at the high end of the market where customers are prepared to pay a premium and then drive down market as fast as possible to higher unit volume and lower prices with each successive model. Without giving too much away, I can say that the second model will be a sporty 4-door family car at roughly half the $89,000 price point of the Tesla Roadster, and the third model will be even more affordable. In keeping with a fast-growing technology company, all free cash flow is plowed back into R&D to drive down the costs and bring the follow-on products to market as fast as possible. You see, even in the early days, Elon referred to and treated Tesla as a technology company, something many people today are still struggling to comprehend. When someone buys the Tesla Roadster sports car, they are actually helping pay for development of the low-cost family car. Now, I'd like to address 2 repeated arguments against electric vehicles: battery disposal and power plant emissions. The answer to the first is short and simple. The second requires a bit of math. Batteries that are not toxic to the environment. I wouldn't recommend them as a dessert topping, but the Tesla Motors lithium-ion cells are not classified as hazardous and are landfill safe. However, dumping them in the trash would be throwing money away since the battery pack can be sold to recycling companies unsubsidized at the end of its greater than 100,000 mile design life. Moreover, the battery isn't dead at that point, it just has less range. Now, for a bit of insight and foreshadowing, J.B. Strobel, former CTO and one of the earliest members of the company, left Tesla back in 2019 to start up a new company called Redwood Materials, whose mission is to recycle batteries from cars, laptops, phones, you name it, in an effort to then create batteries to sell back to automakers who recycle their batteries with Redwood Materials. Pretty clever idea. His company also just received almost $1 billion in investment funding, but no big deal. Power plant emissions, aka the long tailpipe. Now, this section contains a bunch of jargon, and although I find it important, I won't bore the average viewer by going through this portion of the plan. But basically, from an energy efficiency standpoint, the numbers work out to imply that even Tesla's first car was able to 2 girls in 1 cup the rest of the auto industry. For those of you who didn't quite understand that reference, don't forget to wipe the browser history on the family computer. No pun intended. Becoming energy positive. I should mention that Tesla Motors will be co-marketing sustainable energy products from other companies along with the car. For example, among other choices, we will be offering a modestly sized and priced solar panel from Solar City, a photovoltaics company where I'm also the principal financier. This system can be installed on your roof in an out-of-the-way location because of its small size, or set up as a carport and will generate about 50 miles per day of electricity. If you travel less than 350 miles per week, you will therefore be energy positive with respect to your personal transportation. This is a step beyond conserving or even nullifying your use of energy for transport. You will actually be putting more energy back into the system than you consume in transportation. So, in short, the master plan is build sports car, use that money to build an affordable car, use that money to build an even more affordable car, while doing above, also provide zero emission electric power generation options. Psst, don't tell anyone. So how did things play out? As mentioned, they created, produced, and delivered over 2,000 units of the original Roadster. Used that money to help fund the premium full-size S and X lineup, which then went on to help create the Model 3 and Y line, all while offering a solar panel option to generate clean electricity. If you ask me, I'd say you hit on 100% of those shots. That does it for this one. Thank you all for tuning in. As a reminder, this was a breakdown of the first master plan. I'll also be breaking down master plan part DO, as well as the third iteration as soon as Elon releases it. Not sure when that will be, but make sure you hit the subscribe button and tap the bell to be notified as soon as all the latest content drops. I'm Willie G. This is Charged Up. Until next time. Peace.